Let's try that again.
What'd you do? Oh, you weren't recording.
We are now.
Okay, we're on the air.
Shelby, welcome to the Austin All Day podcast.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Absolutely. From FreeBirds.
FreeBirds World Burrito.
Yes.
Texas's #1 burrito.
Oh, heard that.
Numero uno.
Numero uno. You gotta talk in burrito language.
Yeah.
Nice. And you brought some food.
I did. Yeah. So today I have for you our low carb bowls. So there's a keto bowl and a paleo bowl in there.
Is this a new thing, a new rollout?
It's a new rollout in the new year. Just something to help people make better decisions throughout the new year.
A vegetarian bowl?
And there's a
But it's not
vegetarian
just for vegetarians. This is for like a meat replacement, right?
Yeah. So we have Beyond Meat.
Okay.
Ooh, you went with Beyond.
Yeah.
Super tasty.
I like it. Okay, we got keto.
Okay, while Danny pulls these out, I guess this is a good time to mention the Meridian Hive drink in front of you, which is also very, new year, new me. Fits in with the bowls well. It's only 100 calories in
100 calories, 2 grams of sugar. It's gluten-free, all natural, and it's only 4% ABV.
Crack it open and give it a whirl. That's the blueberry vanilla.
Yeah, the vanilla really comes through on the finish. It's a nice drink, I mean,
Yeah. Mike is the brains of the operation.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, that's really
Isn't
good.
that
Right?
good?
Very nice.
So much more flavor than your Trulies and your
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
seltzers.
That's
it's so good.
And with these, you've got a good healthy meal going on. So you brought keto, vegetarian bowl, a paleo.
Paleo bowl.
Very cool.
And I like your branding. Your branding looks great on your silverware.
And of course, chips and
Look at
queso.
Yeah. It's your world at FreeBirds.
Texas #1 burrito.
I love it.
Your world.
Love it. Here, let's make some space here. So, FreeBirds, how long do you go back with FreeBirds?
So I go back with FreeBirds. I started in 2009.
Okay.
And FreeBirds has been around for a while. We started in College Station in the early 90s, 1990. And I was always in love with the brand. And when I moved to Austin, I tried a couple of serving gigs. I was a server back in my hometown.
I'm sorry, where is that?
Beaumont, Texas.
Beaumont.
Okay.
Yeah, Southeast Texas. So, I always loved the idea of working in the food industry, and so wanted to try something a little different from serving tables and those hours and that lifestyle. So I applied at FreeBirds, and I guess never looked back. It was a really great gig for me at that time in my life, and it's thrown me lots of opportunity ever since. And so still happy to be here 12 years later.
12 years.
Nice. And FreeBirds has been around since
90.
90.
90. Wow.
1990.
Did you already say that? I'm sorry.
Early 90s, yeah, 1990.
Early 90s.
And then it came to Austin. Do we remember?
It came to Austin not too long after that.
Oh, it's not an OG?
College Station. It started.
College Station.
Oh, College Station. Okay.
Yeah.
Started in a
so-
college town. Aggie Land.
Nice.
That's where the
Aggie Land.
Aggies are.
Very cool.
And we moved over to Austin because, it was Keep Austin. Remember when Austin was weird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was a
We
good
should still
fit for
try
us.
and keep Austin weird,
We're still attempting,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think we're doing a good job.
Austin has come quite a ways since the 90s and even 2009.
Yeah.
I remember the original Skyline, or not the original Skyline, but the Skyline back then. I moved here in 89, and I remember, the roads were completely different. Driving downtown was completely different. And then one day, John Stewart said, he said, you can tell the health of your city by the amount of cranes in the city. And I was like, man, we're healthy.
We are
Very
healthy.
Yeah, we're still healthy.
We're still there. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just Google those memes of the years as it progresses. It's kind of crazy.
I used to think it was a town,
Yeah.
Austin.
Now it's a city.
It's
It
a
is.
city.
It's a proper city.
It's got an acronym, ATX.
Yeah.
It does.
So when I think FreeBirds, I think South Congress, right there by there's a Wells Fargo. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Right there at Riverside and South Congress. That's actually where I started.
Okay.
Way back in the day.
There's how many FreeBirds here?
So in Austin, there's about 9 in the
9.
area. And then throughout Texas, which is our bread and butter, we have 55 locations.
Oh my goodness. Are you outside of Texas?
No, we are just in Texas
Good.
right now. Yeah. True to our roots.
Yeah,
I like it.
Keep it that way. Want to
I mean,
Prop those
Waterburger's not
open.
outside of Texas.
I mean,
That's
is
sad.
there
Which
a
was
better
this
place
one?
to be?
That is keto.
That's keto. Cool. No, there's not a better place to be. I don't know. We could visit some islands sometime. Maybe. Those are nice places, but it's always nice to come back home.
Yeah.
Actually, here. So it's odd to try these.
This is
while
what's
we're
beyond.
while we're on a podcast, right? But
Sorry, people out there listening. We're gonna eat.
Yeah. This is now an ASMR podcast.
I like that little transition. So you have a 5-year-old.
I do. Yes.
I have a 6-year-old who is. She should come try these. She really should.
You should.
Oh, kids love FreeBirds.
Yeah, our
But Finn can't come.
Finn is our dog here has eaten her burger. She doesn't know what she's missing out on. How does your daughter take with? Has she tried the healthier options?
She hasn't tried the cauliflower rice yet, but she loves the quesadillas and the kids' burritos. She thinks they're adorable. So, and she loves to go into the restaurant too.
I love the Beyond. You know, as a chef, I would try and bring that type of meat alternative in for burgers and stuff like this. You know, remember back in the day, you had the veggie burger. They still have it, like black bean and rice and whatever, and you bite into it and it like squeezes and goes everywhere. But the Beyond is so cool because it'll fake you out.
It gives you the mouthfeel
It does.
of crumbled meat. Yeah, it's so good.
I gotta try that.
So when did y'all bring this in?
We've had that now for some time. I want to say about 2 years.
Oh, yeah?
It started as a limited time offer, and it was just huge. And we immediately said, this is a staple on our menu, and it's stuck around ever since.
I mean, and honestly, I believe the world is moving more in that direction. You know, you see a lot of people eating the vegan stuff. Like, I mean, they get jackfruit. You know, you can make carnitas out of jackfruit.
Yeah.
Stuff like
Yeah.
that, you know?
Yeah, I've seen that.
I'm sorry for the Beyond Meat. Can you guys tell me, is this the one where you throw the patty on and it acts like meat, like it like bleeds even? That's how it went? Okay.
Yep.
So these, you can buy those in the store, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
So it's made from plant-based protein from peas, actually.
Pea protein.
But it's got like this sort of like, it's called heme, right?
Yes,
Heme?
yeah, exactly.
What is
So
that?
it's like that's what gives it the appearance of it being
It's very good.
a meat, like it can bleed, right? It's got some beet juice in there and some different types of minerals. It's got like everything in it you need to live a good life, right? But it's a really crazy process on how they created it, because like whenever you do the burgers, you saw the commercials where they like feed it to people and they're like, oh, it tastes like beef, but it's not beef, you know?
Right.
And it's so neat. I remember when I used to cook it in the restaurant, you know, you can make it look like it's medium rare.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you guys put
cool.
these in, I mean, so you've been putting them in tacos and burritos for the last 2 years.
Yep.
But now this is a new thing. So we've not had bowls at all, or you can get bowls at FreeBirds.
Yep, you've always been able to get bowls. And, you know, like I said, at FreeBirds, it's your world. You come in and you build your entree from start to finish. When we launched the cauliflower rice, we wanted to make it simple for people, take the guesswork out of it. Here's a healthy bowl. You can order it straight off the menu. 4 grams net carbs with the cauliflower rice. So you can feel good about ordering this option if you're following a keto diet or a paleo diet.
Yeah. And cauliflower was one of the hottest vegetables out in like 2019.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
So versatile.
people doing cauliflower steaks. You know, I really like the rice. I like to make the rice. I did risotto with it before.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
The crust is an interesting one.
Oh, yeah, cauliflower crust, the pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, have you tried to do that on your own?
It's very tedious. Have you
Yeah.
done it at home?
Yeah, I was
It is
gonna-
a huge
and
mess.
and your house will smell.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Quite a bit. It's a lot easier to roll down. Now they have them in packages. You can just pre-buy them.
You got to be careful, though, because they lace them with flour. And,
No kidding?
yeah. You pick it up, you're like, 23 carbs. You know, I thought I was trying to be healthy here. So
Yeah.
it is best to do it at home, or, you know, just pop by FreeBirds and get
There you
cauliflower
go.
rice in
Did you
your
hear
bowl.
that, people? FreeBirds.
Can what's the pricing on these? Do they come in different sizes?
So it's our FreeBird size. It's like our standard size. So depending on what protein you get and what toppings you get, they stay within the $8 to $10 range.
Okay. Do you guys source like the vegetables, like the cauliflower? Is it Texas grown?
You know, I'm not sure. I would have to defer to our culinary team on that one. But
Yeah.
I know that they tested so many different cuts.
Sure,
So you can
'cause-
get super fine. You can get it real chunky, which is not as palatable. And so they finally decided on this one, and we're really happy with it.
I mean, I think it's got a great texture. You know, it works well with the big cut vegetables. You know, the like
Right.
peppers and onions and whatnot. It works well with the meat. It's almost like
What's this one?
That's got the cauliflower. This is the
Okay.
That's the paleo.
Okay.
But it's got like the texture almost like quinoa,
Oh, yeah.
right? You know, but it's not a grain. It's a vegetable. So I mean,
Yeah. It gives you that base
yeah,
for your bowl.
totally.
And you know what? cauliflower rice, things like the zoodles, things like that, tend to be a fad for diets. But to me, it's just another preparation of a really delicious vegetable. It doesn't have to be a substitute for something more decadent.
Absolutely.
I think it's delicious on its own.
It is.
So just a fun way, if you're trying to be healthy, it's a great swap for rice. But even if you just want to try something new, it's super tasty.
Yeah. I mean, this is a good, healthy bowl. I don't see anything wrong with it. I would eat the hell out of it.
Do you feel healthier?
Yeah, I do. I do right
already?
now. I mean, the
I was getting
Chilton
so
that I'm
hungry.
drinking might be offsetting that, but you were getting so hungry?
Waiting for Shelby to arrive. I
Well, we've
was
been talking about this for a couple days. We get bowls.
Yeah, no, we have been talking about it. It's made me hungry.
And FreeBirds excites me just to think about it too, because I like FreeBirds. I've been eating burritos for most of my life, and I remember, first time I went to a FreeBirds, I was like, this is so exciting, because like you said, it's your world. You can go in there and you see all these different delicious ingredients, and you start in the line, and there's like this anticipation, and you're watching somebody build it, and then they build it and roll it up, and they give it to you, and you're like, oh my god, and then you can so much fun.
Use them for inspiration, or it's super
That's
fun.
true. Yeah.
And like whenever you see them take the burrito and they tap the end and they stand it up, I love that.
You guys had a tragic run-in, didn't earlier? Was that last year with in that location that I
The
mentioned,
South
right?
Congress location.
Yeah, that was wasn't there like a homeless guy who ran in there and like that's horrible. Who was the or was there multiple people?
It was just there was one injury and one that
Fatality.
yeah.
Did you hear about that?
No.
What was his name? Can we shout
His
him
name
out?
was, John. He was we worked together from
did
the
you?
start.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God, I'm so sorry.
Go way back.
It really sucks. So
It was
to
really-
Phil Danny and somebody had, I guess, run into the kitchen and just started acting crazy and actually ended up killing someone at that South
crazy.
Yeah. So I remember like the guys at Via 313 were being pretty supportive. You guys did some
we
stuff.
saw so much support.
Yeah.
That community there is so strong. And
Yeah.
it was very tragic to lose one of our own, especially someone who had been with us for so long, and he was one of our culinary guys.
Yeah,
so
sucks.
yeah, and it's hard to find people like that stick around for so long and are so loyal to your brand and care about your food and your recipes. And he was just such a great guy. So
Yeah.
he's deeply missed.
I'm terribly sorry. to hear
Yeah.
that.
Senseless act. But
Yeah.
sorry, but wanted to put that out. So his name is John. Rest in peace, John. But yeah, back to the bowls. Sorry. So yeah, bowls are definitely a welcome addition. I do think it's funny that every single thing on this table is very New Year, New Me, right?
Yeah,
100
totally.
calorie ranch riders. You got the Meridian Hive. Have you taken on any New Year, New Me challenges yourself?
No,
Or was this it?
I have been going back for cauliflower rice quite a bit, but we cook a lot at home.
Good.
We're food people, so definitely trying to be healthier this year. I think it's weighing a little bit more on people's minds during these weird times.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Yeah.
It's
I mean, it
now's the
definitely
time to be healthy.
it definitely brought awareness to people are operating cleaner. People are washing their hands more. People are being more aware of what's going on around them. A lot of people probably took a lot of time and updated things at their house. And,
Yeah, you have to spend all that time in your house.
Yeah.
You're like, I never realized how much I hated this wall.
and another thing, like people with kids like yourself and me and Jason, I think like we think that this time where we were locked inside was like this kind of being trapped sort of feeling almost. But the kids, when they grow up, they're probably going to think of it as like one of the most enjoyable times of their life.
Absolutely.
Because I got to spend so much time with, like, me as a chef, I was never home, always working, and then I was home for 3 months.
Yeah.
So to be able to connect like that was incredible.
Well, and wasn't it so odd that like there was like this part where you're enjoying it, but then you're like turn on the TV, you're like, oh wait, the world is falling apart. And there was a time where we were not even because right now I guess we're near vaccine, but or we have a vaccine, but there was a time where I was like, oh my god, apocalypse.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I just turned the TV. I didn't watch TV for like a month.
Yeah,
call.
that's a good call.
But my phone would still every morning have like all the news on there, and of course I'd find myself waking up
Sure.
at 6:30 in the morning reading the news for an hour and
Yeah.
getting freaked out for the rest of the day.
Totally.
Yep. Not a good.
Don't do that,
A
people.
good source is podcasts, specifically the Austin All Day
Austin
podcast.
All Day.
But don't get your news from us. that would be a mistake.
Not a credible news source.
Not a credible news
No,
source.
it was nice to slow down and that the commute and then picking the kids up and dropping them off and then dinner's on the table by 8 if you're lucky. It was really nice to slow down
And no traffic.
no traffic.
Well, yeah. And even to this day, I mean, Austin is nothing like it was.
It's wild.
It is wild. I mean, there's the silver lining, right? We find them left and right here.
Mm-hmm.
But how did FreeBirds? Did you guys close up shop? Because do you have drive-throughs? No.
No, we don't have drive-throughs. We are opening a few locations this year, and the plan is to put in drive-throughs.
Ooh.
Oh,
So yeah, that would be super.
Did the pandemic probably strike that idea?
It's funny because in the restaurant industry, we were finding ourselves in a moment of change even pre-pandemic. People wanted their food faster. They wanted it on the go. And
Attribute that to like Grubhub and
absolutely, I call it the Amazon effect.
Yeah.
Consumers
Bezos.
want what they want and they want it now.
Instant
Did
gratification.
you know that they replaced Santa Claus with Jeff Bezos?
No. Basil Claus?
Yeah.
Yeah, tough time for Santa.
Right.
Tough gig. But so we were already kind of wrapping our minds around how we can become more efficient for mobile ordering and getting food to people where they live, work, and play. So did the pandemic put emphasis on how fast we were going to roll these items out? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we never closed up shop, so we knew right away it was time to act fast.
Yeah.
Our CEO wasted not a single minute activating the entire leadership team, all of our operators across Texas, saying, we're going to make it through this, and we need all hands on deck. No idea is silly. So come to us with the ideas. Let's roll out our curbside pickup. Let's amp up our game with delivery and pickup. And we rolled out a brand new app, a brand new website. It just makes it easier for guests to get their food.
What is the app? Sorry, Danny.
Yeah, FreeBirds app. You can get it on the App Store.
Okay.
You can,
Like pick your ingredients and
you
cool.
pretty much get the full experience, but in a
Nice.
digital setting. And you can also accumulate rewards and get free food.
Oh,
this
that's
is
always good.
This is crazy how like all of this innovation came from this disaster. You know what I mean? I
Absolutely.
mean, like companies like yourself that like saw it as an opportunity to jump on it and create change. You're going to be a trendsetter in the industry. And
Absolutely.
congratulations to y'all on that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did y'all notice a big uptick in your delivery?
Yes. Yeah. Our business went from being around 20-30% off premises, so delivery or pickup, to like 75%. And it's still growing.
Yeah, so you're still
And
continuing that.
We're still continuing that. And we're also seeing an uptick in visits into our dining rooms as well. So we're definitely seeing growth coming into 2021.
Well, y'all have also you're the type of organization that has built trust.
Absolutely.
And so like if people are going to trust that you're going to take care of them, then they're going to take care of you, and that's what you're doing. That's cool.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a safe place to get out and kind of feel a little bit normal and get into somewhat of a social setting, we do require masks and social distancing in our lobbies. So you can come in and enjoy a meal and kind of get out of the house a little bit and feel safe doing so.
Did y'all put up like the partitions in between the tables or anything?
Not in between the tables, but we took those measures at the cashier station, and we've always had a good separation from the food and the guests coming through the line.
Yeah.
So we were already equipped for that. And then we've just sort of blocked off certain tables within the dining room so you can stay distant from your fellow diners.
Now, does FreeBirds have adult cocktails?
We do sell beer in some of our locations.
That's all you need.
Yeah,
A
really.
burrito and a beer, am
I
I
mean, I
right?
tell you what.
I was gonna say, this blueberry
It would go good with it.
would go good with a
You know,
burrito.
You hear that, Meridian Hive?
Yeah, and that's what does you can sell that at HEB. That could definitely be there, right?
Yeah, because it's not a cocktail.
because
it's
the
this cannot
Ranch
because
Riders
it's alcohol.
This contains vodka.
Oh, does it?
got to
And
buy
the-
it from a liquor store.
And you're welcome. You can bring some of these home.
got 'em out,
The other
yeah.
one is
that'd be
has
great.
the Tequila Paloma has tequila, right? And the Ranch Water has tequila, but Y'all could have Meridian Hive at FreeBirds for sure.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
Yeah, speaking of, there we go.
I'm drinking a Ranch Rider Spirits Chilton. It's vodka, sparkling water, and lemon juice. It's a little salt in there. It's good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. So the website's new as well.
Yep. So we just increased the user experience to be way more efficient. Beautiful photos, easy checkout. You can repeat your orders. You can collect your rewards. Everything you need to do to get your food is within the app and on the website.
And so that's
Can I-
good for y'all as well because you're getting all sorts of information about your.
Oh, your demographic and
Yeah.
what people are
Absolutely.
ordering.
Yeah.
I mean, you know who's going to order what, you know what's selling, you know where selling what.
Technology is
It's crazy.
amazing.
It is insane the amount of information that you can get just from somebody ordering food from you.
Absolutely.
This podcast started a little hectic due to some personal stuff downstairs. But so I want to rewind a little bit because College Station. How did did it start in a brick and mortar?
Yes. Yeah.
It did start
So
in a brick and mortar.
brick and mortar.
And who's the founder?
Yeah, so there was two founders, and it actually started in a location in Santa Barbara. Those two guys came together, built the menu, saw huge success there. And one of the founders decided, we need to take this to more college towns. That was kind of their idea. So College Station is where they landed. And so that's where we truly owe our growth and the development of our brand is to that city. We have 4 locations there still today. And the location that's out in California still operates, but they're independent of us. So that's why we are, we kind of owe our roots to Texas.
Is it called FreeBirds?
It
in
is
Santa
called
Barbara?
FreeBirds. Yeah. Yeah.
Are they still? Did they sell it, or are they still with the FreeBirds?
They operate under the same name, but they're in no way affiliated. Even the menus, evolved so much on our end that you don't see a lot of similarities there if you went to enjoy a meal there.
Well, so in the '90s, were burritos a thing like they are now here? Or has it always been? Has it just always been?
Right. I mean, I remember, like I was talking to you earlier. I remember going to a place on East 6th, and it was like for me, it was transformative. I was like, wow, you walk into this place and they've got these burrito setups, you know?
Right,
and,
right.
Like they make, and it's like they'd have like chicken, beef, tofu, and then beans, rice, and all the different toppings, and that's all it was. You know what I mean? They didn't have like all the new stuff that we have. I don't even think there was bowls there. I think it was just burritos.
Right.
And
Yeah, it's kind of like,
Burritos are
I
a
think
thing.
back to those times, fast casual dining was not a concept yet.
no,
All right.
you had fast food.
So we existed without realizing, this is going to be the way of the future, the way people want to dine.
Yeah.
And yeah, you had fast food, and then you had let's sit down, have someone serve us, sit down dining experience. And so I like to think that FreeBirds kind of blazed the trail on fast casual. We were around before we knew that was a
it's
concept.
true, and you were focused. Like you've got like these new fast casual concepts that have come up, and a lot of them like pizza. You take a round piece of bread and you put whatever on it. You're a tortilla. You
Right.
started as a tortilla.
It's our canvas.
Exactly. And I think it's so cool that you can take that canvas and you can create so many different options for it. You know what I mean? And then you expand into the bowl or
Right.
whatever application with the tortilla that you want to do. And then so many different kinds of tortillas, and now you got like cauliflower. And I mean, it's incredible, like what that started, and it's only been what? It's been what, 20 years, 30 years? It's been 30
Time
years.
flies.
Time does fly.
31 years.
A tortilla talk. So about your tortillas, corn and flour. And where do you source those?
So we source our tortillas from Fiesta.
Oh, Fiesta tortillas are great.
Okay.
Very good.
Have you
Good
had
tortillas.
the siete tortillas?
No,
You've heard of siete?
I have not heard of that.
Is it Siesta? No, it's
Siete.
Siesta.
No, siete.
The ones we ate the other day with the beef fat?
No, it's just a brand, but it's like no grain, no flour.
Oh, they're gluten free.
So so it'd be kind of maybe cool, and they're local.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be kind of a
Siete.
cool partnership. Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head what. It's all grain free though. They do chips and all that stuff. I
Pretty
mean,
neat.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's so hard to do a proper, I mean, they're getting a lot better at it now, but to do a proper gluten-free like tortilla or bread or
I know,
pizza, I mean, they're
yeah.
getting
I'm
sure
so
you've
much
seen-
better at it.
the siete, this brand, these guys.
No, I've never seen that.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe
Great
hit
branding.
maybe hit them up.
Siete.
Well,
I got a contact for you.
well, we've always been proud of the fact that we can provide different options for all types of diets. So if you are gluten free, you could do corn tortilla tacos, a bowl,
Yeah.
and you're all set. And you still get to enjoy all of the same flavors and offerings if you were getting a burrito. But to have something that no one else has, that
Right.
a gluten free actual tortilla.
Well, okay, so it looks like it's almond flour or cassava flour.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, and then chickpea flour. So there you go. That's something, because what sparked that was when is there going to be a cauliflower tortilla? Like, is that doable? They've got pizza crust.
Got to be around the corner.
Right. Just sprinkle a little
Everything's
flour in. Right. The little cheat. I'm glad you mentioned that. Like, public service announcement to watch out for the pizza with
Right.
flour in it.
Yeah, they sneak it in there.
Yeah. So they just throw it in the ingredient list. They're like,
Well, yeah, so you can say there's cauliflower in it. So
right. Just like
therefore,
it's organic or whatever.
Right. There's organic ingredients in it. So it is technically a cauliflower tortilla, or not a tortilla.
Right. No,
Pizza crust.
Pizza crust.
So they can market it, but always check your labels.
Yeah, definitely.
I want you to know that I have just become the newest member of the FreeBirds Texas #1 burrito app.
You are the best. You're on it.
Yeah. Danny is all about collaborating and stuff like that. So
Hey,
I'm
you
sure.
ever want to do a burrito with me? I'll do one with
Are you ordering food?
No, I'm getting the app.
It sure
That's
looks.
how easy it is to order food.
Right.
You could just accidentally do it.
Well, that's the thing with that's where we're at. I mean, it is good to go. I mean, the drive-through is one thing, but we have definitely changed, and COVID just amplified it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're all on the go. We want it right now. Well, we all do, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Apple Pay is like, just show me your face. Show me your face. We got it.
Why don't more concepts use Apple Pay? It's so wonderful.
I love Apple Pay. And yesterday I was able to send Apple Pay for the first time. Like I pay with Apple Pay at the store or whatever, but to send Apple Pay like via text message to a friend.
Oh, I've not tried that.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I sent via text. I sent $100 to somebody.
That should have been me.
It was not you.
The future is now.
I tell you what.
And about the future for FreeBirds, what do you got? You guys are rolling this out. This is going to be a new thing. I'm sure this will be a focus, right?
Yeah.
Maybe get some Meridian hives in there.
Yeah.
No, but what is the plan for FreeBirds? You get where are the concepts for the drive-throughs here in Austin?
Yes.
Oh, all three?
I'm not sure on the other two locations, but I know we're looking in Austin for one of them.
Okay.
It's still sort of in the infant stages of planning. So,
We're always bring it down south.
yeah.
Well, it works for us.
I just earned free chips and dip with any entree.
Oh my gosh.
And boom, they're here.
They are
Talk
here.
about instant gratification.
you
Are these
what?
chips part? They're not part of the rollout. You just brought chips in
I
queso,
brought
right?
chips. Yeah. So you can try the queso if you've never tried
It's not-
FreeBirds queso.
Yeah, definitely have. It's not part of the healthy rollout though.
No.
Okay.
it's Still,
Thank
still
you.
chips.
Yeah, you got the cheat day.
Exactly.
Cheat day. Are you
Those are good chips.
ASMRing the chips?
Chips. Well, that's the beauty of FreeBirds, right? Is you can come in on a cheat day and really have
Yeah.
something delicious.
Yeah.
And all of our items are so craveable. In fact, we were voted 2 years in a row America's most craveable brand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So not just 1 year, but 2 years.
I love how that we're that big, Texas,
I know, right? That we-
America's most craveable brand. We're like, yes, that's right, everybody out there. But
and they wonder why we're so proud.
right, I could honestly though, with these bowls, all three of these are a little hot sauce for me. I don't need much more. I
No.
mean, no, these are delicious.
I like to add queso to the keto bowl.
Could definitely add queso to any.
Because if you're a keto and you're not eating queso, I mean, what is the point?
Right. Doesn't queso starts with? I guess it's so small. The
What's that?
flour, like the flour in queso.
Oh, well, no. I mean,
So eensy weensy.
it depends. It depends
depends.
on where you're getting your queso from.
Yep.
Some people like fondue. They're going to have beer cheese and stuff. They're going to put flour in there. But if you go to, some places it's like, what is that called? Government cheese?
But that's like
Government cheese. We
That's
do
the
not
best
use
cheese.
government cheese, but we do use a soft cheese. It's actually equal parts soft cheese and equal parts magic. That is the recipe. We actually have
Equal parts
unicorns
magic.
You put
working
magic in your
in
recipes?
the back of the house that prepare our queso daily. So, but there's no flour in it, so you can feel, that you're sticking to
Okay.
your keto diet
Well,
if
there
you're
we
enjoying
go.
our queso.
Some people, though, for the super people have really acute allergies.
Oh, yeah.
I remember like a gluten allergy would come in, and I'd go talk to the table and be like, how serious is your allergy?
Yeah.
Because even if it was like, cross contamination from the fryer, because you're frying flour in the fryer, and then maybe the corn tortilla chips, you know.
Yeah, we change our gloves, so we use gloves when we build the burritos, and we're rolling the burritos with our gloves on. So if someone comes in, they say I'm gluten free, more than likely they might have celiac disease, and so we change our gloves. We wash the rolling tray. We take really high precautions to make sure they stay safe.
Another way that through something like the onset of all of these crazy allergies, which is not very old. We have learned new processes to become more health conscious and build more trust.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it can be you can't just people have to get certified, like to make certain things, like USDA approved. It's a big deal. You don't want last thing you want is that Yelp review of getting someone sick with celiac.
Yeah.
Not a good one. But so these are great, and I'm glad you brought them in.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying them.
I got to send a text. I got to text Bird to 73718.
So what's the process? You've signed up here. You throw it in your email.
737. I'm
And
getting
you're
some rewards
texting.
right now.
You're getting rewards.
73718 Bird.
Look at this guy. He can't
tech savvy.
Can't help himself.
I just follow directions. Oh, service access denied. I did something wrong.
He's actually not supposed to have that phone in here. It's a no-no. But
Is it?
he got away with it. There was, like I said, there was a little chaos going on in here. You're allowed to have your phone.
I did hear my Ring doorbell go off, and I was
No,
like,
that
oh,
was
no.
that was.
his.
Oh,
I,
okay, good.
I can't turn it off.
I can't figure it out either. It
It's like
happens a lot.
I do not disturb. I turn everything, and it still alerts me when someone drives by. Like, thank you so much. Thank you. That happens frequently. But Ring is great. You're a fan of Ring?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I feel safer with it.
Fuck yeah. Yes.
Like way safer.
Are you where are you living in Austin?
So I lived in South Austin, actually not too far from here.
Oh, good. Nice.
And it was so nice to drive past Moon Tower and
yeah.
reminisce on the good old days.
Well, did you see Armadillo Den? I mean, they opened
yeah,
up.
it's all new stuff, right?
Oh my gosh, I mean, really, when I push moving a location south, and I say this to everybody, just bring good food down here. But it's because it was pretty scarce.
This far south, absolutely.
Yeah, but like it's really growing.
It's growing a lot.
It's
They
crazy
called
how
it-
much it's grown.
We went to Geraldine's the other night, Rainy Street, right? They're calling Manchek the new Rainy Street or Mencheka. Sorry, we've
Yeah, with
changed
the
it.
E.
Yeah, I saw that.
You heard? Did
I
you read
didn't
that
hear
article?
I didn't read about it. No, I was wondering. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's Manchek.
Yeah. Oh, they changed the name to Mencheka, but then they want to call it the new Rainy Street.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, so we moved to northern suburbs,
Okay.
and I was
You were
hesitant.
apprehensive.
I am a South Austinite,
Yeah.
and so it was quite the transition.
How far north?
Leander.
Ooh,
Whoa.
it is there.
It's up there. But hey,
By
you know what?
1431?
It's peaceful up there, isn't it?
peaceful?
It's peaceful.
We're getting some good food.
You go to Salt Traders ever? Salt Traders?
Yeah,
a
yeah,
good
love
spot.
it. Very good spot. We really enjoy that place. And there's a couple of mom and pops in Leander. That's part of the fun when you move to the suburbs is like, where are the little culinary gems?
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're left with Chili's or,
Yeah, yeah.
your usual chains. So
There are a few podcasts scattered. I know Joseph Sukendra is from here, who's at Contigo Catering, specifically where he threw out a bunch of some of his favorite places up north there.
oh, cool.
Yeah, that's like the one segment of our podcast that's very, very. If you want to tune in for the news, like you tune in and we ask where are your favorite places
Where
to
do you
eat.
eat?
I love that.
Right, because there's always that. Where are we going to eat tonight?
Like when I'm in another city,
yeah.
when I'm in another city, I'll get on somebody that I like to follow, like a chef, like a famous chef, and I'll find out where they like to eat in that city, and then I'll try and usually go to those places.
And that's kind of the
where we're
one
going.
single question But okay, so I have to shout out real quickly Spread & Co. because they just launched a fried chicken sandwich, and we're going to go there today.
Oh yes,
And we're on this topic, so Shelby, I have to ask you your favorite places, past, present, to eat here in Austin. Of course, we know FreeBirds.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I've been eating FreeBirds for so long. It's
And
just
are
so
you
good.
sick of it? Are
Not
you-
at all.
Okay, good.
No.
There
And
you
it is so great when we roll out these limited time
It's cool.
offers because I'm like, oh,
Wait, so
get
these
them.
are
Oh, this
limited?
is limited?
It is limited.
You caught us off
hear that,
guard there.
people?
Sorry, it's limited. So
For-
get
for
them
how
while
long?
you can.
Get it while it's hot.
Is this, are you guys seeing how it goes and that's why it's limited?
So with all of our limited menu offerings, that is usually the idea. So if it's something that, we threw at the wall and it sticks,
yeah.
we are not going to take that away from the people. So that is, why you see Beyond Meat still on our menu. It was so popular.
I think these are going to stick around.
I honestly think that being health conscious is no longer just a January through February life cycle. I
Certainly
think
not
it's-
for me.
It's here to stay.
No, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I think like the
We'll
technology,
get back to that question.
Yeah.
I think the technology for like the Impossible or the Beyond, is just scratching the surface.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's going to go so far, and you think about the amount of people that we have to feed now,
Yeah.
and the desire to be sustainable, and that's such a big thing now. Whenever people like to know where their food comes from, and
Well, factoring farming is like big no. That's a bad thing.
yeah, I mean,
But and now we can talk about Joe Rogan now because he lives here, so it's relevant to Austin, even though the whole world knows him. But I've heard on his show talking about like people like actually growing like parts of an animal, like with like the blood circulation
Yeah.
and everything. So the animal is like headless, like it's not alive.
they're growing muscles. So
Lab
what they're doing
muscles.
is they're taking like
Can you imagine
they can take the
this?
DNA, and from the DNA, this is like something they're working on. They can create like the rib roll.
But it sounds really messed up. But then on the same flip side, it's
the
like
resources are.
Yeah, or like a side of salmon.
it's like a metaphor for like being at home and peaceful, and then thinking of the world collapsing outside the door. Like you're not killing all the animals anymore, and then you're growing weird.
It's weird though. It's like a
things.
carrot, but
very
it's actually a
strange.
ribeye.
I wonder if
Would
it's
you-
good for you, but
Yeah, that's the
that would be the
question.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we won't know
And
for
if
another
it-
100 years.
If it is good for you, yeah.
I don't do away technology. I mean, Elon, in 100 years, we're going to be living on Mars, eating grown, eating, I don't know,
I read
chicken
a-
wings that are growing out of the ground.
I read a post from Elon, and he said, "I want to die on Mars, just not crashing into the surface.
Yeah. Well,
Clever man.
It's coming."
Daddy Musk.
He will show us the way.
That's right. The here and now Tony Stark.
Right. Yeah. No. So who knows? Who knows? I'm not sure how we got it there, but back to your favorite places to
Yeah.
eat.
So I would always say Uchi.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
choice.
it's just
That's like a,
consistent
Mm-hmm.
and the service is amazing. And obviously the food is what keeps you coming back. But anytime we get a date night, it's Uchi.
yeah. Do you do the tasting menu?
Omakase.
It's the best, right?
best.
It's
So
the
they-
best. You just sit back and relax.
Yeah.
Only thing you gotta worry about is ordering drinks.
One time we went and we were nearing the end of our meal. We were looking at the dessert menu and we couldn't decide what we wanted. And we were, asking for recommendations from our server. And
The
before
peanut butter.
she brought every single dessert out to our table.
Oh, yeah.
Because we couldn't decide. And we were like, oh my gosh, you didn't have to do this. But like, that's just a testament to their service. It's so wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that peanut butter
The
one.
peanut butter one. Is it peanut butter and jelly? Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what it is,
it's
right?
got like
It's
crumbly things. It's all
You've had that, right?
beautiful. Yeah, it's super good.
I want that. I want that
Right
here
now,
on the
right
table.
now. There's also another great spot right up the road from there, Soto. Have you heard of Soto?
I have heard of it. Yeah, I've not dined there.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
Soto's awesome.
There's one up north too, right?
there's one at the Lakeline area
You're right.
across from
Yeah,
Best
so
Buy.
you recommend it because I've seen it a lot when I'm
Oh, it's
searching
great.
for a gym.
Yes.
So
It's a gym. It's it's in a strip mall.
yeah,
It's next to
I
Party
think
City.
I was about to say it's next to a party
You
city.
walk in that place and you're like, whoa. And Soto means outside, right?
Okay.
So it's like you're transformed into this great little spot. They got great sake. They got great fish.
I'm sold.
So they got the omakase there is incredible. And
Okay.
then they also do this as kaiseki.
Ooh,
And so kaiseki is like the American tasting menu version for Japanese food.
okay.
So omakase is usually like fish, right? It's usually like different like pieces of nigiri or whatever. And this is
Hungry.
they have hot food too.
Sounds so good.
But they do this uni pasta.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's like a uni sauce on like some ramen noodles, right? And then it's got what does it have on top of it? It's got truffles on top of it.
Wow.
I think it's got quail egg on top of it.
it's amazing
It's-
to find truffles in Cedar Park.
so yeah, they do a what do you call it? Foie gras, right?
Ooh.
Foie gras sashimi. But
Ooh.
they take it and they hit it with a blowtorch, and then they do it with black truffles. It's really good.
We didn't have that when we went.
That's
Chef Andy, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
They do this. I think it's a barrel aged sake, right? So they serve it with the barrel aged sake. It's almost like a dessert wine. So now I always save that for my last last course. I'll do that.
There you go. What you're going to need to do is replay this podcast on the way there, or just forward to this section and just be like, "This is what we like, sir."
Yeah. Just
I love it.
play
Listen
the
to-
voiceover.
This is how I go to eat. I'm just like, you just order everything. Thanks, and
Yeah.
we have a great
We
time.
went-
It's good
to-
to have friends like that.
Yeah.
I love that place. I mean, we went and we did our original. What was it called? It was called.
So we do occasionally. Who knows? We might do a FreeBirds one of these days. Austin in the Wild.
In the Wild.
We just take all these.
We take
Funky
that and we
mics.
put a mic set up and we sit at the table and we talk about it and we eat.
Oh, and you can like hear the ambiance.
Yeah.
And yeah, super cool.
That's good fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time.
Okay, Uchi is solid though. Back to
Right.
that's a great suggestion. You're right. You can never go wrong there. Where else? What do you think? You're gonna. Yeah, I guess next time you'd be here, you'd say Soto, possibly.
Yeah, let's hope so. Where else? I'm trying to think of, different ends of the spectrum. Like,
Sure.
what are your mom and pops too? I mean,
Well, we've heard Taco Bell. Like
Wow.
we've heard all kinds of.
There's something to be said about a crunchy taco from Taco Bell. I'm sorry.
That's true.
Doritos.
it also depends on what time of day it
Yeah,
is
or
night.
Or just like, I've heard ham and cheese when I get home. Like, well, that's somebody who works too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it could be anything.
I love a good burger. So
Yeah.
I'm always on the search for like a really good
Okay, where's your burger stop?
I would say P. Terry's or Hop Dottie.
P. Terry's. We had P. Terry's the other day.
So good.
So good. And Hop Dotty's so good.
Hop Dottie's
Easy.
fantastic.
You know who's got one that's more the McGuire Mormon Hospitality, the pool burger?
Oh, pool burger.
I've seen it on social media. It looks super fun. I've never been.
Yeah.
It's good.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah,
very
they do a
good.
great burger.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then of the one and only Casino El Camino.
Oh yeah.
You know,
That's where you go for a Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
and a burger.
So good.
Yeah.
But I think, the burgers, like, y'all know they burnt down, right?
No.
They caught on fire.
Who?
When?
This was, I guess, a year and
Casino?
a half. Yeah, they had a fire.
The 6th Street?
Yeah, they had a fire.
What?
And I think it was because of all the flavor that they had on that burger flat top,
And
right?
he's just sitting there waiting.
but I mean,
But
I
it's-
love a
it's-
casino burger.
it's all good now,
It's
though.
it's
All
still
good,
tremendous. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a
Oh,
casino
I didn't know that.
burger. So you didn't even notice.
And Zach will be coming in here and we will talk about the burger. So burgers, yeah, good. P. Terry's is a great suggestion, especially because that's one of the ones that they're not outside of Texas as well.
Right. Yeah.
It's a hidden gem.
Very much so.
And their process is incredible. The way that they, flip their patties and they like have timing on it. Same with Hop Dottie. They've got like lanes for their burgers and they have like an exact perfect time for it and they like have it down to a science.
Yeah.
They do.
We got a Hop Dottie in Cedar Park, so we're really excited about that.
Nice.
Yeah. It's up and coming. So
I work for the guys
Cedar
that started
Park?
Hop Dottie.
yeah.
No doubt. No doubt. Yeah. It's Austin is just it's expanding. Pretty soon we'll be like, LA where it's all connected to San Antonio.
It's called the Sprawl.
The sprawl. Is that what it
Sprawl.
is?
It's,
Yeah.
I mean, it's all the way out in Wimberley and Dripping Springs now,
Yeah. I mean it's awesome in a way. It was hard to watch the growth with all the traffic, but now that the
Yeah.
traffic's gone, I'm like, I love it.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
back,
This is
though.
great.
It would take you what? Like during rush hour? It's taken me from Round Rock to South Austin literally 2 hours before.
Yeah.
And the worst spot is from like 15th Street to Riverside on 35.
35 is just the worst.
You know what? That never got better either.
No, it's still bad.
Yeah, that just you're like going, you're like, this is so good.
And then
Congestion.
during South by,
Oh,
it'll
yeah.
make you cry.
I just avoid.
Do you
35
guys do
at all
stuff for South
costs.
by? Or are we done with your suggestions? Sorry.
I would say that, yeah, that would probably be my go-tos. If I was, what's my last meal in Austin? Definitely be one of those.
But you would go to Uchi and like have a couple extra drinks and then drive through P. Terry's.
Absolutely. I've actually
We
done
did
that
that the
before.
other night.
No, we did do that.
We did that. We
had a
said we went to
Geraldine's.
Geraldine's. We had a bunch of stuff. We watched our buddy Rob Baird play some music, some excellent country music, And then we were like, let's go to Pete
We went
Terry's.
to Pete Terry's. And so somebody the other
horrible.
day in this segment referred the Pete Terry's, and they said the spicy chicken sandwich
Listen
with,
to this.
with a veggie patty on top of the spicy chicken sandwich.
Now I've done the burger with a veggie patty before.
Oh, yeah?
And if you haven't tried that, it's amazing.
What's-
When you can't decide, you just get both.
And I love how we went there. See, there it is. Someone's here. We decided to go there for that and then didn't do it. Just ordered something
I
else.
ate all the fries.
The last time we
He
went
did.
to
He ate all the fries in the back seat on the way home. It's pretty.
They have great
I
fries.
was like listening to him, like ASMR, right? Eating, and I'm like, oh, I cannot wait to eat those.
and there was none left.
And then it got in, there was not a single one left.
Even the ones that fell in the bottom of the bag.
yeah, back fries
But-
are the best.
But in his defense, we had ordered 2 and there was only 1.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know.
We were supposed to complain.
We were supposed to go back and say, hey,
Where's
we
my
need
fries?
Yeah. We're not going to do that.
It's always more effort than reward
Oh,
to
yeah.
do
It's
that.
fun to talk about it, though. Right on.
Yeah. So where were we about to go with that?
Well, we were just talking about our favorite places to eat in Austin.
Yeah.
We're talking about traffic.
Talked a lot about traffic.
South by.
Oh, so I wanted to know, did you guys participate with South by?
Yeah, so we used to participate in South by quite a bit. And then we just started to focus a little bit more on our brick and mortars and growth. And so it's not to say that we won't get back into events, in the future when events start happening again.
Yeah.
I feel like South by might be like a digital concept moving forward, virtual.
I hope not. What they did that with like the NAM, which is like instead of going, or like what was that restaurant show?
Oh, the NRA?
Was
The NRA is in Chicago.
They did it online. Were you like it was all online? Who did we talk to who had paid to be a part? Oh,
that was something else, though.
Mamos.
Was it the NRA?
I believe so. She paid to be a part of it, and it's all online. Like how you can't taste it, you can't touch it. You
Oh,
can't
yeah.
see
That's
it.
right. It was. Have you been to the NRA?
No, it is. We were actually going last year and had to, the flights were booked. And I was like, oh, dream come true. I've always wanted to go. But, COVID struck and we didn't make it.
I went 3 years ago.
Was it magical?
It was fucking amazing. I even was able to score a reservation at Alinea
Wow.
like 2 days before we left.
So you had a magical time
It
then.
was like
Danny, well, you can tell her off.
I'll tell you
air
the
if you'd
story
like.
later. Yeah, it's a long story.
I've heard this a lot. I need to like put on some other headphones or because without being able to eat it, I mean, there's a balloon involved made out of cotton candy
There's
or
no
something.
sour apple and sugar and helium. It makes you talk funny.
Wow.
But you eat it.
I got a buzz from eating it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I got a good video. I'll show you my video.
Sounds good.
So Shelby, thank you for coming in here. Sorry, it's been a little hectic podcast, kind of all over the place, but
I get it.
that's how we roll.
It's been fun.
Well, this is a symptom of COVID. My 6-year-old is home today. It's supposed to be at school.
Finn ate the burger.
Finn ate the burger, which has caused absolute chaos. I am dreading to see what we're gonna
He's
go.
going to leave you a burger downstairs.
Yeah, Finn is supposed to be our mascot, and he's in timeout. Look, he's not in here. He knows.
Don't think he did his job today.
He knows.
He
did
should be
something
in here because there's food in here. I'm
I
surprised.
know. Oh yeah, he knows he did something wrong. But Shelby, I thank you for coming in. These are limited till when?
I'm not sure.
Possibly forever. Because if they're good
exactly.
enough, go eat them, people.
Still going to say, get them while they're hot.
Do you guys do discount codes or anything on your app or website or do anything like that?
So we're always rewarding our guests. So
Yes, yeah.
sign up.
I already got
and-
my points.
Danny did, yes.
Free chips and salsa.
Cool. So the more you eat, the more you eat.
Yes.
The more you eat, the more you get rewarded there. So
Absolutely.
great. Shelby, thank you.
Thank you guys. It's
Thank
been
you
so
for the
much
food.
fun.
Thanks,
You
Shelby.
enjoyed it.
Right on.
Cool.